I think that's what he's saying for the cameras, but it's already well documented that House Republicans altogether are really upset about this because all of the House Republicans
or Democrats?
I'm sorry, House Democrats. You're right. House Democrats are really upset because they all voted no. And, so some of them took a risk because they were in districts that were barely Democrat districts. They took a risk and they voted no. And so now to see the Senate Republicans say, oh, sure, even though we could stop this whole bill from passing by just not voting to even put it on the floor, we'll just go ahead and vote for it. I mean, it's like Chuck Schumer's like, you know what? I looked at this situation and I think the best thing to do is just to lay down.
Because when your constituents are in town halls,
right,
screaming at you to fight back, do something,
right.
I don't understand why the Democrats don't see this as a moment to say we hear you,
right?
To do something that says we hear what the overwhelming response is, and even though I got my feelings about it, I know this is what America wants,
right?
We don't want to feel like we're giving them permission to continue to just dismantle everything.
And also helping them advance their agenda, because at the end of the day, if Chuck Schumer would not have agreed to vote for cloture, to put the bill on the floor, other Democrats in the Senate would not have followed him, and Republicans would have had to go back to the drawing board and get a budget that they can actually get 60 votes of to vote for cloture to put on the floor. That is the real power, is that Democrats should not act like the cleanup person for what Republicans are doing. If the government was going to be shut down, let it get shut down. Remember in the 90s?
This is my thing about the government shutdown. To me, this is an honest question. What is the difference between a government shutdown and the complete destruction that is happening right now? He's saying that you don't understand. It'd be much worse if we do the shutdown. And we're looking at everything like, you saying worse than that?
Right. No, bingo. The question you are asking is why everybody wants to light Chuck Schumer on fire, because people are saying, okay, well, this Trump administration is doing a lot of stuff that is reckless, is chaotic. It is, terrible, right? Unconstitutional, illegal. The government is doing a lot of illegal things. So
they're sending people out of our country without due process.
Right. They are. But back to your question, everybody is saying the government is doing all this chaotic, illegal stuff. It would be better to shut it down, right? Wouldn't you agree? Than to allow it to keep going.
Like I say, stop the bleeding almost.
Right, exactly. Just have the government do nothing rather than all the illegal stuff is doing. And Chuck Schumer's like, I think the best thing is to give them the votes they need.
Well, I'll say one thing. Shout out to Sonny. Did you see Sonny on The View? Chuck Schumer went on The View and did an interview with The View. And Sonny held his feet to the fire and said to his face, I think you rolled over.
He did.
He completely rolled over. It makes completely no sense.
No sense whatsoever. And like I said, especially when they told us for so long when Biden was president, we cannot adjust the Senate filibuster, even if it means we won't pass our agenda because we need this as an insurance policy. And then Republicans get in and they're like, you know what? We will give you the votes you need to move your agenda forward. That's insane.
Well, all I know is when it comes to voting again, they better be in a little bit of trouble.
People are asking
AOC.
Right. They're saying the AOC should primary Chuck Schumer. Like people are ready to light him on fire.
Now, what does it mean to primary someone? Does that just mean running against them when the next race is up, or does that mean that they can call it into action?
That means running against them when the next race is up. And there is,
we're talking about 2 years?
Yeah. So the midterms, basically. So
2026.
Wait, this is 2020. Right. So 2026 midterms. Exactly. That's how I got into office. I was a progressive Democrat who ran against a more centrist Democrat, gave the district a choice, and they chose me. So primarying is serious, especially when people don't like the job that the incumbent is doing.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in the back of my head.